Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to the stream tonight. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, one and all. Glad to see some beautiful faces out there. What's going on, Destroyer, Igor, Ghost, Tater, Legion, Hannah, and anybody else who's already here? Thanks for making it in for another stream. Thanks for making it in. We're going to be finishing Call of the Sea tonight. This game has been pretty good. Nothing amazing, but it's a good enough game that I do want to see where the game takes us, how the story ends. When last we left off, we have seemingly been turned into a fish, which is not where I would have expected the story to go when I first started playing it, that's for sure. Although it is starting to make a lot more sense with the title of the game. But as always, if you have any life updates, I'd love to hear them. Question of the day is, what animal would you want to become for a day? Obviously, Ghost and Igor say Komodo, of course. You got a donut? Nice. Oh, sprinkles? No, I'm actually not a fan of sprinkles on donuts. Donuts, honestly, donuts are generally better just glazed with nothing else, but certain types of fillings I can handle, but I'm not a big fan of filling in donuts and such. Oh, the Sheets donuts? I have tried those before. They're good if you get them relatively fresh, but they leave them sitting out there for, 15 hours. So, they eventually are not good. I have had a not good one. Parasitic worm. But the donuts there are also quite expensive, so... I don't know. I can't recommend Sheets donuts overall. You're painting a room? You mean painting like a room like with a roller, or you mean painting like in Photoshop or something? And you want to be a kitten? Why a kitten? You'd be so weak and helpless. You like that they glaze the whole donut? That is a good thing. Donuts that are only glazed on top and not the bottom are very disappointing. If it's all the way around, it makes it much better. You have a parking lot. What? You want to be a hedgehog? Wait, is your mom watching the stream too, Legion? They get a lot of love. That is true. That is true. I guess if you want to be petted and squeezed and rubbed and scratched and everything else, then yes, that would work. Arceus is what animal you want to become? You just want to be the creator of all? You have a lot. Oh, that's what you meant. I got you, Igor. You have a lot of stuff going on. I got you. Bunger, yes, that is a good answer. Actually, that is probably the best answer. Bunger. Bugsnax, such a good game. I definitely hope that game gets another game in the series sometime soon. There's a lot of potential for that series. You could go like a Pokemon route. You could go like another game, a platforming route. You could go like a freaking Zelda style route. There's so many options for that game. Still waiting for exactly. Yeah, I obviously don't replay games very often. Well, basically never. But yeah, Bugsnax definitely I'd like to re-experience. Haven also. I really want a sequel to Haven already. I was thinking about Haven the other day and about how much that game was just such a great game. Probably Haven honestly stands as one of my favorite games I've played in the last 10 years. Haven was so good. Bloot, that was the name of the little animal thing, right? But yeah, Haven, man, I just have so many fond memories of Haven. It was like a touching story, and the characters were interesting, and the world was interesting. It was good. Oh, that's what it was. Yes. I had forgotten that part, but yes, that was the swear word. Yep. I remember that now, Ghost. Yep. I remember that. So what was the name of the little animal thing you got? It was something like that. It was a similar word. I can't remember now. I've forgotten the little details. Is that game still not out? That game's been announced forever. Never was a fan of Hollow Knight, though. Just wasn't my game. As far as me, I don't really have too many life updates. Everything's pretty much the same as usual. There is one update which is significant, which is for the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be off on Mondays. So we'll be doing some Monday streams. We'll be doing a few Monday streams coming up, so just a heads up on that. A bearded dragon. That's fair. You got confused and deleted it. Well, there you go. Yeah, a lot of people I know have been hyped for a while. Alright, but speaking of being hyped for a while, let's go ahead and get started on the final episode of Call of the Sea. Call of the Sea. So, Tater, you're going to be jumping into the end of this one, but let's see. Can we remember what's happened in the game? I mean, we went to the island to look for our missing husband. The husband had come here to find a cure for our mysterious skin disease. Then we solved a bunch of puzzles. We kind of backtracked the story of his traveling companions and how they all died one by one, and then one of them turned into a fish man, maybe. One of the guys just vanished and nobody ever mentioned him again. And then we've done a bunch of puzzles, and then we went through like the whole sequence of the like ancient civilization and unlocking the temple and solving the language and learning how they write their words. And then like we played the drums to Simon Says and became a fish. And that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So let's do it, friends. Let's pick up where we left off and play some more Call of the Sea. Probably help if I actually had the game recording. Call of the Sea. They gave you a... Wait, what? I don't think that's how that works. Alright. Continue. Anybody have any predictions or thoughts about how this game is going to end? Like, are we going to find our husband and he just, like, hates us because we're a fish or something? Or are we going to find that our husband has become a fish too? Maybe he intentionally gets the ink on him or whatever. Oh, by the way, I did adjust the volume of my voice a little bit. So let me know if it's easier to hear me today. You want to get a job? You got your yearbook signed? That's awesome. That's awesome. That's pretty cool, Igor. Yeah, I miss stuff like that. Yearbooks. I still have all my annuals, my yearbooks and such. So we have just become fish. And then I think she said something about this is not a dream.
I should be scared, but it's hard to explain what I feel, but it isn't fear. Not a bit.
So yeah, so I actually have like incredible movement speed and such now. If it wouldn't horribly dox me, I'd love to like look at my yearbooks and stuff, but not really something I could do on stream. So as always, we need to keep an eye out for the hidden item and all that. A year behind? How does that happen?
Another one of those gates, like the one I saw in the temple.
So do we want to interact with this gate, or do we want to go... Oh, I see. It's going to teleport us up there. Interesting. Oh wait, we have to do our Spock hands or whatever. But yeah, let me know how the volume sounds, because I tried to just slightly increase my volume. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I'm back to being me.
Oh, so now I'm no longer a fish. Interesting. But where'd my gloves go? This game is quite pretty. Just a small school, gotcha. Final Fantasy 15. Never played a Final Fantasy game, fun fact. I've never played a single one.
It's hard for me to understand how these gates work. What happens every time I cross one of them?
It's always interesting when there's like openings to the skylights. I mean, that means somebody could get into this temple like just from the sky. So what happens if I just jump in the water? You have a game to redeem? Nice. Your mom got a car? Nice. Red Lobster, I'm sorry. You forgot your charger in the restaurant? Rip. Can't believe you did it, Igor. Made your mama waste gas. Alright, so what happens if we just jump in the water without turning into a fish first? Curious. Oh, we can't. It won't let us. Never mind. Having a job is mid, true. Can be, for sure. Alright, let's become fish. We are fish. We've got to look behind the waterfall, right? The heck? Oh my gosh, I'm like buried in light. Misha, welcome back. I like when everybody shares their life stories. You see food? So it looks like the puzzle is going to be about water currents.
Another panel of this strange technology. What's it for? Something related to the currents?
Oh, I see. So this is going to reverse the flow, I'm guessing? Oh, you have to press both sides and let them connect, I guess? Oh, it's like a timing thing. Ah, I see. That way too late. Oh, second too late. Sea woman, true. That'll change the current flow. Oh, wait, no, it's still blowing me out. Starts it. Interesting. Huh? That's what I'm saying. I recommend just not doing those because I don't think the rewards are. I don't even know if I have them set up correctly because I didn't do anything to them. So I would avoid using them because they may or may not work. I'm very confused by this. Is that gonna reverse it? Oh, that did reverse it. Okay, that's interesting. A little confusing, but interesting.
Wow.
Very pretty game.
The island is pierced by underground currents.
So maybe this is how people traverse the island. Fishman. Alright, let's become human.
That architecture again. Where is this gate going to lead me now?
This is another gate. Do we find an actual village? Kind of look like little huts.
What a quiet and peculiar place.
So this looks like where the fish people lived. Say what?
Bro thought he could become the next king by doing the uncanny Inca zone dance like a sassy baka in Ohio.
What?
Skull. Don't bro know Quandale Dingle already did the 4Gs on the Jeep Thug Shaker Bon style with Baller. Skull. Bro ain't ever making it out of Oklahoma the
What? I'm so confused.
Some sort of handmade tribal painting. Looks really primitive. Primitive hand paintings.
Does the number of hands mean something?
I
Maybe.
wonder who used to live here. It seems it was abandoned ages ago.
It was abandoned ages ago. Why are the bowls still here full of food? The brain rot, yep. So this is almost like a pipe or something, like a horn.
I understood that.
We father, we mother. Daddy Cthulhu! Direction change, yeah, okay. We'll go this way first, I guess. So wait, is this where we were before? No. This is a different area.
Primitive bowls and plates.
Didn't I like, yeah, here we go. There's this button. They sound similar to the ones in my dream, but this time I understood what they were saying. A town, a sort of cylindrical pit. Is this the black ooze?
Primitive bowls and plates. The inhabitants of this village lived at different altitudes. Some even lived inside the water. They used this sort of dam to lower or raise the water level.
Oh no, it's the water temple from Zelda all over again.
It seems that each family had to agree somehow to change the water level. I'm amazed at how organized they seem to be. Despite them being so primitive, being trapped here probably made them stronger as a community.
What? Who says they were trapped here?
Some slaves died. Some slaves now water animal.
Now water
animal. Is that what I am now?
Your biggest opponent. So is this going to raise the water level? No, something else has to be done first. So there's different hand markings over here.
Who made these marks? They look quite old.
We slaves, masters
Heaven, slaves and masters and... Nicole. Wasn't Nicole in the notes?
Nicole? A posture check. All right, everybody, go ahead and stand up a little bit. Get a little wibble wobble in your spine for Legion. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if the game info link is actually updated or not. Yeah, I'd love to, Igor. If you know of any, let me know and I'll check into them. But IGC was a very little unique thing. The camera's lagging. Yeah, I know. There's nothing I can do about the camera lag. I've tried multiple times. I don't know what causes it. I can try, doing the little refresh thing and close some stuff, but not a lot I can honestly do about it. I can close that. Close Riot Vanguard. You get recommended communities? Well, yeah, if you see any that look specifically good, let me know.
Who made these marks? They look quite old.
Looks like they had modern day bowls almost, though. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Though they are the same style, these huts are much simpler than the magnificent architecture I've seen up to now.
Oh, that's cool. It has a little viewpoint.
Whoever the inhabitants were, they were living here against their will.
So they didn't like the leader?
Someone vandalized this mural. Some hands look human, but others are amphibian hands.
Down or up? Down or up? I guess we'll go up first.
It's quite disturbing to see someone's hand paintings from thousands of years ago. I feel connected to them somehow.
Fire falls from the sky, awakens God, black blood.
Oh. So the black goo comes from
Is that
meteors?
black blood the same thing as the black ooze?
So the black ooze is from space.
How can I explain what's happening to me? What is the meaning of all this? God's blood, transformation, eternal life. I feel like I'm going through what was written in that inscription.
Your brawl?
This reminds me of some prehistoric cave paintings. Like in the Cueva de las Manos in South America. blood in eyes, like in the well.
Yeah, it was in the well, actually. RuPaul what? Yas was here for the little bit for the other stream. Last stream. Or maybe it was stream before last. One or the other. Alright, downward we go.
There are some hand marks made with pigments. I wonder if they mean something. I better draw them just in case.
Symbol order? How the heck do you know that's the right order? I guess on the heights? Do I have to press the buttons in a certain order? If the buttons reset, that could be it, maybe. Buttons. Wait, the buttons did reset? That button's blocked, but this button's open again. Or is it only one at a time? I'm guessing it's an order thing. Okay, yeah, I see. So now that reset all the buttons. Ah, yeah, okay, I see. I see now. The question is, do we need to do it from top to bottom or bottom to top? I don't know. Oh, well, this is purple hands, so shouldn't we start here? Oh, this is purple. Yeah, purple circles.
It seems that each family had to agree somehow to change the water level. I'm amazed at how organized they seem to be, despite them being so primitive. Being trapped here probably made them stronger as a community.
Maybe I need to do it in reverse order from the bottom? I'm not sure. Is there a button I can press related to purple spirals? These purple spirals are over there. This is going to be red hands. So I'm definitely not pressing this first. This is going to be So what color is this? This is the yellow hands. So it's either one or the other. I mean, I don't know. Do we start with white or do we start with purple? But purple doesn't really have one. Alright, so we know yellow on top, red second. Let's make a note here in chat. Yellow 1, red 2, white 3. Yeah, see, that would also be white. This would also be 3. So it would be white would be 3, and then also scratch marks would be 3, so on the same level. And down here, did we have a button down here, or this was just the order? Or do I have to like walk all the way back up and press the button for each one, maybe? That seems unlikely, but possible. I guess we can test that. So let's test pressing Y and then the button with nothing else. So white hand should theoretically be first. Kind of a tedious puzzle. So it did go down farther. See, it's confusing because there's hands on both sides. Yeah, I think we just have to press them all in order, I think is what we have to do. Thanks for the lurk there, Hannah. Yeah, I'm hopeful that the volume will be a little more balanced. Alright, so we have white first. Now we need to do yellow. Very tedious puzzle. You got ignored by your crush? That's not good. Telegram? Who uses Telegram? Ooh. So this should be yellow. So then we'll do red. If you're not a gamer. Alright, red. Now we need scratch marks and then purple. I guess that's purple. Yeah, I've never used Snapchat myself. And theoretically, this should work. Alright, it appears to have worked. That's fair, Igor. I'm sure that'll be something that you feel all your life to some degree. Alright, let us press the button and see what happens.
This civilization used these devices to raise and lower the water level. It's impressive.
Interesting. So I guess that's going to take me over there. Or underwater. Okay, oh, we got a large underwater area here. Wow. We actually have another house down here. So this is the family that lived underwater.
So these creatures are immortal? The sunken continent. Was that their punishment?
Got an achievement for looking at all the visions.
They rebelled against their masters. The slaves seemed to worship two gods.
Interesting.
Different types of creatures of the same species lived here, but they weren't free.
So I guess we're trying to get the current to flow in a specific direction. Maybe there, to like force open that rock passage. It didn't change. Why did it not change? What? Oh, that now it did. What? I don't get it. Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to burst through that rock, it looks like. It's interesting. So that one already seems to be blowing the right way. This one presumably does not. There's like a little peephole here. Gotta hydrate. Everybody drink up for Legion. waterfall here. I miss these hands up here. Oh, this is the same pillar I lowered. Okay. Well, I guess we'll try the ultimate swimming technique. I swear there's something here, it's like lit up. There's like a crown.
Isn't this the tiara from... wait, I can't remember the name of my hometown.
That was the secret item. Well, I'm glad I looked at that randomly. Glad I randomly looked at that. Hey, what is this? Oh, it's a timer thing. Interesting. Where does this one go? What? I'm so confused right now. Did I go this way yet? Well, I couldn't go this way if I wanted to, because I'm still fish. This is weird. Monkey actor or a robot plant? Not sure exactly what you mean, but probably monkey. So where does this one lead?
This panel is broken. I'll have to find another way to go through.
Oh, so that's the way I need to go, but it's broken. I missed that whole little setup there. Alright, well, let's do the thing. Swim!
Ah, I made it.
Can't go back now.
My illness has kept me from being happy. What I feel now is the complete opposite of being sick. I feel full of life and energy. Even better than before my illness.
This is convenient. So now we're on the other side. If I raise this water level, isn't it just gonna like horribly kill me? Oh, I'm lowering the water level now. Interesting.
Now the water level is really low, so I can access that tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel that had the current going through it, I can go through now. Interesting. Brawl Star?
These creatures lived like slaves. All their lives, imprisoned and tortured in this place. Was it possible to live a decent life in here? If you've lived all your life in a prison, how would you know that you are a prisoner?
That's a good point. I would be a good voice actor. I think I could do it decently, but I'm so my dialect is so southern. I don't know if I could beat that. Cool that we're now here at the place that was just underwater, but it's not underwater now.
Now I can enter this tunnel.
Yeehaw, yeah, pretty much. Alright, become fish. I wonder if there's like letters and stuff in these like hieroglyphic things. I don't get why it doesn't work sometimes. Alright, here we go.
This current is quite strong. I wonder where it will take me.
This would be honestly really fun if it was physically possible. Is that an eyeball? Squid? You know, I just realized these rings that we're shooting through, very similar to the rings that we saw
That
above
was
ground
quite
that
a
were
ride,
broken.
but it's over now.
So maybe this island is going to sink into the ocean too, or maybe it was once below the ocean, or something like that. We found Atlantis.
That ladder. Someone set up camp in here.
So someone did make it this far.
Looks like a means of transportation to get to that sanctuary.
Oh, we know it's a sanctuary. What?
Seems to show two possible courses of action. One means transformation, and the other means death?
Maybe it'll give us a choice if we want to become immortal as a fish or die as a human. Maybe that's like the big point of the story is like like life versus death in the aspect of freedom.
This panel looks different from the others. It's much more elaborate.
Really, I missed it again. Those two I got together, the last one was messed up, just like boom, boom, boom. Then, slightly too slow. So 1, 2, 1. Somewhere around that.
This must be my transportation to the sanctuary.
Before I do that, I definitely want to explore the rest of the area. You don't like Fortnite? Fortnite's very eh.
What is this? This... Oh my god. Did I almost forget about Harry? So the guide left the expedition. That would explain the workshop on the White Sand Beach, where I arrived.
Monsieur Everhart and Madame Ward. Returning to the White Sand Beach to build a raft and leave this isle. So that's where the native guy.
So the guide left the... Oh dear, poor people. Is this why I'm changing too?
Seems that the sanctuary was where the final stage of the ritual took place. Dang, it's a tough destroyer. I love math. Just not a fan of trigonometry. You think so, Igor?
A sanctuary? Harry, was that where you went?
The masters brought their slaves to a sanctuary by boat in order to perform the final stage. So are we a slave? Is that the trick? Are we a slave to all of this?
Somebody painted these symbols on the wall.
Ruins are useless. Where is the sanctuary? White Sand Beach, Tia Horror Building Raft.
You followed the river from the temple summit, and it took you some days to find this entrance.
Oh, so he came in from the outside? A boat?
She doesn't seem to care much about Harry. And she doesn't seem to be thinking straight either.
Harry's mental decline is more evident each day. Have to keep doing what I've been doing up to now, listen to what he has to say and go along with him. It's only him and me now and the black ichor.
Harry, that look on your face. You look deranged. They seem to loathe each other.
Can't stand your lunatic face. I can't stand the noise you make me eat. I can't stand you. Okay, so this must be where he came in.
The sun is setting. It is so beautiful.
It is cool how we kind of see how they took a different path. Am I proud of your grades? Yeah, as long as you have good grades, I'm proud of you, yes. B+. Would have been nice if it had been a slightly better at an A-, but it is what it is. GPA is like an average. It's more of a high school term, Igor, but it means an average of your grades. Basically, an A is a 4 points, B is 3, C is D, or I said that wrong. A is 4, B is 3, C is 2, and then you averaged out. So if you have all A's, you have a 4.0. If you have, you know, all A's and a B, you'll have like a 3.9, 3.7. It's not your thing, huh, Destroyer? History and geography and government and stuff like that was where I struggled because it was just so uninteresting to me. Math I always found super interesting. Fish. I can breathe and move freely underwater. Did I miss one right here? I feel like I did miss something right there. Lock in, yeah. I mean, sometimes it can be helpful if you use it from the perspective of you find the answer and then you use that information to understand how to get to that answer. That's fine. That's not, I don't even consider that cheating. So looking up an answer isn't necessarily bad, but when you look up an answer and then don't try to use it to understand anything, that's when it becomes a problem. I want to go over there. I should have put 2 coins under my tongue. Into the fish. Completed chapter 5. I was like, what's going on? Alright, so we should be on the final chapter now. That's how I was, Igor. I didn't really study. Flagolfo.
makes sense. Nothing bad is going to happen to me here, as menacing as this place might look. The island, the ooze, those sea creatures. They're just defending themselves, like a wild animal against an unknown threat. That's how they perceived the expedition, like a threat. But I, on the other hand, I wasn't a threat. And I definitely wasn't unknown, was I?
Squid.
They seemed to recognize me, as if I was one of their own. Everything seems so distant now, as if I first stepped on that white beach thousands of years ago. A full moon? It can't be. Yesterday was a new moon. Did I lose track of time, or... Maybe this place isn't subject to the laws of physics. That's the only explanation I can find for this surreal night. It's hard to believe everything is real. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'll open my eyes sometime and I'll be back in our home in Inglewood and... everything will be as before. My perfectly ordinary life with Harry. My daily routines. My illness. That will be as before too. And then I'll need to shake off this strange feeling that I have now. Feeling that I don't really belong there anymore. And with there, I don't mean Englewood, or Boston, or Newburyport. I mean... how is it possible that the strange events of only 2 days on this island makes more sense to me than the life that I've been living for years?
Makes you wonder where all these stairs originally went. 5 a.m.
There it is. The sanctuary.
Goodbye, little boat.
So is this where you went, Harry? Was this your last stop?
Well, there's a tent. Why are there like 3 or 4 tents? I thought everybody had died except for 2. Maybe the one other guy. What should you expect from high school? Change. People that you're friends with now, you'll lose contact with. People that you're not friends with now, you'll become friends with. A lot more freedom.
Camera. It must be Cassandra's. Harry asleep in his tent. What a creepy photograph. Oh my, she sounds completely out of her mind.
I've seen the future. Eternity awaits me. Death awaits Harry. Fish.
Let's give it a try.
What?
Ouch! Oh! Ah! What was that? Looks like a tattoo, but it isn't. Those are my spots. They've moved.
I'm not sure why you would think to shove your hand in the mouth of a fish, but, you know, whatever works. Oh, so Harry did get injected.
So I have to put my hand inside?
It's not. Oh no, it wouldn't. It wouldn't infect him. You have to go back home and bring Nora here. Leave now, please. That's interesting.
Moby Dick. Its pages are hollowed out, and its shape is...
That's the dagger thing that I have with me, right? Bowling. I would love to have had a bowling team in high school. We didn't have anything like that. We only had the mainstream stuff. Football, baseball. I was in band, obviously. That was my thing. I highly encourage you to go into band, by the way, if you get a chance, Igor.
This mural seems to describe a ritual involving blood. That dagger.
Yes, that's the same dagger. Choir's okay. I mean, I don't like music either, Igor, but band was a big part of my life for the better. I never listened to music. It was ironic, 'cause I never listened to any music when I was in band.
Black ooze on a petri dish. My God, this syringe has traces of black ooze. What the hell were you thinking?
So Harry forcibly injected himself.
These patterns look too familiar. There are drops of dried blood inside this altar.
Yeah, you would probably enjoy that too.
Trail of blood. Someone was hurt. A woman's earring stained with blood. My God, Harry, what did you do to her?
Oh wait, Harry injected her? Instead of himself.
He's behind that door. I wonder which Harry I'll find. How much would be left of the man I love? And how much of the man who has lost his sanity in this place?
Oh, I completely missed his, like, sitting here.
Oh my goodness. And the gun barrel is empty.
So wait, somebody got shot?
There's a bullet hole in here.
Interesting. So someone got shot. It's like we're piecing together a crime. The State Fair Choir, that's cool.
Another camp. Although it's little more than a few things scattered about.
My dear old pal. I never should have trusted Cass. I thought she cared about you, but she's just mad, obsessed with this place. I can't trust her to help me overcome the last obstacle. This door. I know how to open it. But what I have to do is mix my blood with the black ooze. Am I mad for even considering that? It's the only way we can be together. It has to work, right? All this can't be a coincidence. The ritual is made for the two of us, isn't it, Nora? I wish you could be here to... Damn it. I have to think it over. I can't. Tomorrow. Leave it for tomorrow. Damn it. Stop writing.
What are you saying, Harry? Don't you see what the black ooze does? What it did to the doctor? Are you out of your mind? A library? What are you talking about, Harry?
Nakatotus.
Heavens. This dagger looks exactly like the one I have.
Is that the dagger Frank attacked with? Frank was attacked with.
Was the blood of these creatures some sort of catalyst?
There's that H.W. Everhart name again. See, I don't know what was up with Everhart, because I'm pretty sure he didn't get killed or anything. He just kind of like quit being mentioned. Cave in. At card games? You should be a master at card games. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic. Play card games like me. I've actually been really enjoying the Star Wars card game recently.
Oh, I really hope this works.
I hate when people cut their hands like that in movies and such. Use my blood to open the sanctuary gates.
These patterns look too familiar.
Maybe she shot him when he was trying to do this. Blackjack? Yeah, you girl probably would be good at blackjack. That is oddly flat.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe. The stars are aligned, forming a constellation that I don't recognize. That is not the same sky you can see from Earth. And if that's not the Earth's sky, where am I now?
I like it. A complicated puzzle.
Those stone statues seem to rotate with this switch.
Some sort of creature, a pet? How? 90 degrees rotation. What?
I wonder what this means.
Building a dragon?
All these papers are riddled with incoherent doodles.
So that's the constellation. Do these symbols mean different animals?
I wonder what this means. Constellations and stars. These people seem to worship otherworldly gods.
Burger King can be nasty, but I like it quite a bit.
They carried these people here to test them. Like a challenge of some sort. Where is this door leading me?
Do we have to choose a door?
A shining constellation. I better draw it.
Draw it. Spots on my hand.
Circular stones with strange carved symbols. These icons on the wheel are the same as the constellations I have on my hand.
We're supposed to be drawing the symbols on the wall, maybe? So I guess I need to do each of these different symbols. But what's the perspective I need to look at it at is the question. Maybe a cross? Oh, I see. There's some big dots. The big dots, maybe. Oh, so I can only use one symbol currently? What? Strange.
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
Oh, is this telling me which one I have to do first, maybe? No, it doesn't seem to match that.
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for?
Boston? Not quite sure what's going on here exactly. You love Burger King? Yeah, I'm not a big traveler myself. Spots on my hand's been rearranged. What? Not sure I understand how this puzzle works exactly. That's pretty close to that symbol, right? That's like literally that symbol now. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 1. There's one extra down here. And then that's extra. Hold on. No, that is right. This just has one extra piece on it. Yeah, so that should be this door. That symbol is exactly what we've drawn here, I believe.
A shining constellation. I better draw it.
Maybe we're supposed to be drawing what's in the sky? I don't understand. I mean, I would say this symbol matches now. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, I mean, it's literally a perfect match. So why is nothing happening?
An eye and a star. Look at the stars, maybe.
Again, unless it's like not doing the right one first. I mean, it could be that one it wants me to do first. Maybe. It's like, what? I don't get this at all.
It's a pentagon-shaped symbol with channels in its edges. What was it used for?
The only thing is maybe I did it in the wrong, like, order somehow? I mean, it's the right shape, but maybe it's not the right shape. So I guess the big dots are in the wrong spot, maybe? What? I guess I accidentally did it. Oh, okay, so I guess each one correlates to the appropriate ones. If this has to be this one, maybe? Still a bit confusing, but making progress.
They took them to a throne room. That was the final step in the ritual.
This is crazy looking.
What an odd structure. Riddled with nooks and crannies and endless stairways.
Maybe it was intended to keep enemies out. So now the pattern on my hand is going to change.
Maybe it only hurts the first time. Ah! The second also hurts.
So now I have an extra symbol.
When I
Interesting.
arrived on this island, I felt like I was trespassing. But now, I feel like this is where I belong.
That's true. I am scary. Jack Sparrow. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe the pirate bad guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. So has anything changed here? Doesn't seem to have. So I guess I'm trying to make this symbol for that door. So just a little small symbol. I mean, that's basically it. Just need to take off this one over here, I think. That's almost it. Dude, yeah, it's too much over there. Also, this is wrong. There we go. Now I need to take off something over here. What? I was gonna. How did it go to that one? Thought I went to that one for a second. This is kind of a cool puzzle. Bearded Mario? That's true, I could do that one, Destroyer.
This place is like a labyrinth. They were submerged in black ichor.
Ichor. Wait, this is... We saw this before, right? Oh, it gives us a sneak peek of what's on the other side of the door. Heck, we could just jump down there and go in.
Harry seems to be on the brink of madness. But I don't feel the slightest hint of confusion. On the contrary, I feel my mind is more focused than ever.
Aha, so this is what we saw from outside. That's cool.
Again? Seriously? Ow! That hurt! Again.
Alright. So I'm not sure how the sky matters here exactly. I guess the sky matters to like the big door. Okay, so now we have a weird Z shape, which means that one should be next. So it kind of looks like a anteater dancing. No, not that. Yes. No. Alright, so I'm trying to make the anteater dancing shape. Yeah, so I do need that one. So it's going to be, that's kind of the top, and now it needs to hook around the side here. So it should come, so we should not have... So that's it. It goes down, hooks around. Little arm goes up. Okay, so yeah, this is right. So now the last one will be this side. No. Oh wait, maybe that's the... Yeah, I think that's right. This is weird. Okay, so this is the bottom, I think. So we have a leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the leg. No, something's wrong here. I've messed this all up. think I'm just gonna restart. I'm very confused right now. Okay. So I need to be looking this way. I need to make this shape. So it needs to hook up and down at the top. So let's start kind of up there. So it has to be this at top, I believe. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks... No, that's wrong. That's horribly wrong. Maybe actually this is something. Now we need this one to be straight. So now we have so this needs to be tight to the right. And this one is the last one. Now this is horribly wrong. What the heck? Maybe I should be doing that one next? But why did I get the Z shape? Because the Z doesn't go in here. No, I think this is it. Oh wait, here we go. Dun 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 dun. So this is wrong. This hand doesn't need to be. So maybe I'm supposed to stand here each time. So up, down, down, middle. So it needs to go on the bottom here. Yeah, so it is that one. And now this one is the last one. There we go. These are good little brain teasers today. So that's where we just look down here.
Another one of those gates. I have to get into the water again. I can feel the torment of the thousands of slaves who perished here.
So they're locked in as they're covered in black ooze. Guess one of these is in and one is out. That's exactly what it is. I'm just so mesmerized by like the architecture.
Oh, come on. One more time. Ah.
That would hurt, just being horribly injected. Sideways stairs, upside down stairs. Is that out of bounds? Horribly, you can see out of bounds. You can tell this part of the game is a little less optimized. Like you can see outside of the map and stuff everywhere. What? I was gonna get stuck in there. Alright, now to create the final symbol. Okay, so this side should be the C. Wait, now I'm going to be looking at it this way, right? So, no, this side needs to actually be... that, I believe. Okay, so this is going to be the bottom left, so this should be C. This is going to be... C as well, I think. And this should be... That's close. So that's right. This is wrong. That's right. That's wrong. So this is wrong down here. So, yeah, I was like, I just don't have to have one there.
All the doors are open. Where is the constellation I need to open the throne room?
That's in the sky. So this is the throne room. No, this is not the throne room. Look at this one.
I think I can feel the agony of the slaves, their suffering, and the effects of their transformation. It's horrifying. Black and white figures.
Is this the animal thing that we saw a hint for out there?
Good doggies, or dragons, whatever you are.
So I guess I have to go forward and left. not going to reach either. Oh, I didn't realize I could move that one too. Well, this should be right now. So now we're moving the white ones. Bada boom. This is pretty cool. Red Lobster leftovers, now you're smart. And that should be it, I believe. I look like someone took a bite out of this. Is that supposed to be a tree? I don't know what that is. Alright, let's get bitten.
Again? Seriously? Ow! That hurt! Again.
Alright, we have all the symbols. Next secret, what? I am a little sussy. Alright, so now the final constellation. This. Alright, so we need to loop around and have it going down here. So it should be this one here. And that needs to connect, so it should be this. It's not quite connecting then. Maybe that's fine, okay. Now it needs to go up to the right and go up to the corner. So it should be this one. I believe. And this should just be a big long loop up here, this one. Something is... One of them is off. Alright. Right here. No, this one's right. It's this one. So this one should be... Maybe this. Yeah, there we go. Collected all the puzzle
The door
notes.
to the sanctuary's open. It's time to find out what's waiting for me inside.
Symbols form a constellation. Alright, let's see what awaits us inside. Accidentally falls in hole, dies. I see some black ooze. Maybe, Igor. There's that weird word.
There's something written on the floor. With blood. Fall. Haven't I heard that word in my dreams? What a disturbing mirror. Is it made of black ichor? I feel like it is speaking to me. Oh, heavens. There's something written in the floor. With blood. Fall. Goffin?
Goffin?
Haven't I heard that word in my dreams?
Follow Goffin? So what's the purpose of that mirror?
My God. Nothing that happens here appears to respect the most basic rules of physics. However, as strange as it may be, it does maintain a peculiar harmony. Like the workings of a clock. Or a music box.
So that's how the music box ties into this?
Harry, is that you? No, 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 no! Tell me this isn't you, Harry. It can't be you. It can't be.
Why would you think this was him?
No, no, no. Why did you do it? Oh my God, Harry, no! In the end, you performed the ritual. You poor fool. But why? I don't understand it. Why? You knew it. You knew it wasn't going to work. You knew the ritual wasn't going to work. That's why you never sat on the throne. You didn't even perform the ritual, did you, Harry? But you wanted me to think that you had. You even left a lure to confuse me. But why?
What? Completed chapter 6. So like all the things I guess I'm forgetting about. I wonder if this chessboard's in a different position than before.
What really happened? The only person with you in that sanctuary beach was Cassandra. So if you didn't die, it had to be her.
Unless... Well, what about the other guy? I'm pretty sure that that HP Lovecraft guy or whatever was still around.
Did she use the dagger to open the gates and carry out the ritual? You tried to stop her, but it was too late. She shot you with your own gun and left you for dead, didn't she, Harry? Because Cassandra was ambitious and would stop at nothing to uncover the secrets here. The island fueled that hunger for knowledge.
The Shark Massacre. I wonder if that's significant. Maybe we're just coping and making up this story, though.
had doubts about whether the ritual would work. But what happened to Cassandra cleared up those doubts. The ritual wasn't for people like you.
So she did the ritual?
The ritual was only for people like me. But you refused to believe it, until the island itself spoke directly to you. Haha Falgafen. She is our daughter. That's when you finally understood. You understood what my fate would be if I didn't come here and carry out the ritual. A slow and painful death. So you faked your own demise and left your glasses near Cassandra's corpse. Those same glasses you never take off.
So what was the significance of the music box then?
And you sent me the package from Dignity, Harry. Your picture, the key, the dagger. Another one of your scavenger hunts. And I took the bait. You made me come to this island, the same island where you almost lost your mind and your life, the same island where 4 members of your expedition perished. Why did you deceive me, Harry? You said you would never lie to me. Why didn't you tell me the truth? Why did you do this to me? Because you knew that I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. Right, my love? Not even if staying with you would mean a slow and painful death. So the only way to get me to leave you was to make me believe you were dead. And you chose to live a life without me, so I could be who I really am. That's why you tried to deceive me. But I know you too well, my dear old pal. We've had so many years together, so many moments of love, happiness, understanding, friendship. A whole beautiful life with you. I know what you tried to do, but I can't let you make this decision for me, Harry. Either I embrace my fate and accept what I've always been, and leave you behind.
So we do have a choice.
Or I reject it, and return home with you to relish the time that my illness gives us. It's my decision to make.
Interesting. So it is kind of what we thought before. So basically we have to make a decision on whether we want to become fish or stay human and die in pain. Let's think about it. Let's think about this. How do we want to approach it? On the one perspective, if we return, we get to be with the man that we love, but our personal life will be miserable, we'll be in pain, we'll slowly die, there's no cure, there's no hope. You would have the what's the word I'm looking for? The closure to know that that was happening, and so you could kind of plan ahead. Alternatively, we could just... Harry's already, quote-unquote, moved on from us. He's accepted that we're going to come here and become fish. So maybe... So we could just leave him become fish and let him feel like he succeeded in his last mission so he doesn't have to watch us suffer and die. There's layers of it where, you know, he could feel like he failed in his scavenger hunt mission to get us here. Maybe it's the ultimate tale of love that we came back to him. It's a hard choice. What are we thinking, friends? Do we become fish or stay human? Become fish or stay human? I actually do not know which one I want to do. That is the title. Becoming a fish is perhaps the selfish way out, but also the way that our husband wanted for us. It's a tough one. This is a tough one. Become fish, return home. I feel like if we're playing it from the perspective of the character, she has been willingly accepting that she's becoming fish, but it wasn't what her initial want was. It's not what she's lived her entire life for. She was just talking about how she'd had so many years with him. I feel like the character... It's tough. This game has actually done a good job of leaving it open to interpretation on which would be the decision this character would make. I think I'm slightly leaning towards returning home. I mean, having eternal life as a fish doesn't sound like the greatest thing ever. Maybe better than a miserable life for the rest of the life that you have. I feel like there's ways to alleviate that, though, if you get to at least experience life in some way or another. I think returning home... I'd love to play that game, actually. See, man? I think the way that it makes the most sense for this story is for her to reject fish and return to human. I think that makes the most sense for her character. I do think there's an argument that it makes sense for her to become fish, but I feel like overall, returning home and accepting her own death to spend it with the man she loves, I think that's the decision she would make.
You were right about one thing, Harry. I would never accept my fate if it meant leaving you. I know who I really am and where I belong. I know fate has eternal life in store for me, but an eternal life without you is worthless, meaningless. So, I choose the slow and painful death of going back home.
So she just... There happened to be a cruise ship passing by that she got their attention? Are we back at the very beginning now? Yep, so we were thrown out of the island.
You staged this ruse because you love me.
I like how they put this plant here to specifically not confuse you into thinking that it wants you to go this way.
I've seen and heard everything this island has to offer, and I'm not interested.
It is cool that we've circled back to where we
True love is
started.
reciprocal. So I'm also making this decision because I love you. I've seen and heard everything this island has to offer. Our love is greater than fate, lineage, or all the pain I can suffer. Whatever time we have left, we'll spend together. When the time comes, it will be your hand that holds mine. And those beautiful blue eyes will be the last thing I see before I leave.
Or is this the island that was... the boat that was scheduled to pick us up originally, maybe?
So, you didn't find your husband on that island, Mrs. Everhart?
I did find my husband. He wasn't on the island, though.
But what have you been doing these 3 days? What did you find then?
I don't know. The truth about myself, I suppose. And at the same time, the reason to go back home.
I don't think I follow you.
Have you ever been in love, Captain Hodgson?
In love? You mean like in a romance novel?
No, that's fiction, Captain. In real life, true love stories don't end with a wedding. They end with a funeral.
That's true.
And the only thing that eases that final moment of heartbreaking sadness are all the good memories lived together.
Honestly, I don't think I've ever felt anything like that, Mrs. Everhart. But if you love your husband that much, he's certainly a lucky man.
We are both lucky.
Fair point, Legion. Fair point.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
1, 2. Don't forget the harmony. 1, 2, 3.
A story by Out of the Blue.
All my life is empty since I went away. Skies don't seem to be so clear.
We actually finished it.
May some angel sentry guard you while
7 out of 10 for you.
And fate
Yeah, I'd put it about there as well. I'd put it about a 7.
some sweet day.
It was good, but not amazing.
Oh, how I miss you, dear old pal of mine.
Can't quantify?
Each
Quantify?
night and day I pray you're always
Team Special Thanks. A mi mujer por darme la oportunidad de trabajar en un proyecto del que puedo sentirme orgulloso y a mis amigos por estar ahí en los momentos complicados durante la pandemia. Guerra. I think that said something about thanks for working with me through all through the pandemic. To my family, something Tahiti for the inspiration, and the special, my dear old pal Fredo.
How I miss your smile and your tender loving way.
We'll let it play. I don't imagine the credits will be super long for this game. Now the question is, I wonder if you choose the other ending if the credits are on this side of the screen and this is the side we get. That would be cool.
Oh, how I miss you, dear old pal of mine. Each night and day I pray you're always mine.
Localized by Riot Lock.
Sweetheart, may God bless.
Yeah, overall I think this was a pretty interesting game.
Honey, are you all right?
I'm fine, Harry, don't worry. I can keep going.
No, listen, let's leave it for today. You shouldn't make any unnecessary efforts.
Really, darling, I'm fine.
You need to rest, Nora. Come on, I'll take you to bed.
Russian. Yeah. It was a good game. The story was pretty interesting. Definitely not the way I expected it to go when we first started the game by any stretch.
Even today, so many years later, I still doubt whether I did the right thing. In the end, it didn't matter. You returned home and forgave my deception. We moved close to the sea and had a few more good years, didn't we? Until you left me at one sunny March morning. I wish I could be reunited with you. But fate has punished me with a long and sorrowful life, with no other incentive than my work, because that is the only thing I have now. My dear old pal.
Dean of Archaeology. You have completed the game. Bada boom. That is it, my friends. That is it. Unfortunately, we didn't quite 100% it. We missed the first secret object. We somehow missed a journal and a mural here. We did everything on Chapter 3. We did everything on Chapter 4. We missed, looks like a handful of journal entries on this one somehow. And then we missed the secret object in the last level. Huh. Wonder where we missed a secret object at. In the big temple? Could have been in one of those side... Oh, you know what? I bet it was on that platform that I was thinking as I walked past it. Why does that platform go over to the right so far? I bet if I'd walked over there, there was something. Maybe. Or maybe when I fell off at the end, maybe if I kept walking around there. Unfortunate. But pretty good. I'd say we got a good 95% of the game completed on our first playthrough, so not bad at all. Let's take a quick glance at achievements. We got 23. We missed 11 achievements? Oh, okay, so it's finding everything. Let's look at the Out of the Blue Key. Gently down the stream. Where did my motorboat go? Oh, that's cool. You played the notes of the music box in Chapter 4 on the piano in Chapter 3. That's cool. Buy all Raw Fury games. What? There's a photo that we missed? Replay a level for an achievement? Huh. Weird. Weird. I guess there were like some interaction, some objects and stuff we could interact with in specific ways for achievements. Who knew? Who knew? Secret Jackbox game? I don't know, Legion. Could be anything. Kind of reminds me of Gaspionage. Maybe something akin to that. Conceptually, at least. Yep, absolutely, Igor. Thanks for being here. This ended up being a little bit of a shorter stream, actually, so it is what it is. But we can officially mark Call of the Sea onto our completed list. Well, actually, I guess it's not completed. I guess it's beaten, right? Because we finished it but didn't complete it. We played but not finished, technically. We kind of finished it. I don't know if we count this one as finished or not. One day. Like I said before, we will be back. Hey, Dylan coming in here right at the end with a sub out of nowhere.
Evening/good night.
Hey, it's a year. Thank you very much for a year of support, Dylan. As always, since it is a year, I do want to ask you, what's your favorite stream memory from the last year? I always love to hear the answers to this question. What's your favorite stream memory from the last year? Thank you very much for the year, and everybody get some wholesomes in the chat. Get a few extra, because the year is always a special moment. But appreciate you being here, being part of the community as always, Mr. D-Land. Appreciate you being awesome. Yeah, so as I was saying, we should have a stream on Monday, because I will be off Monday randomly for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, do a giant wholesome. There you go. You're starting System Shock? I couldn't do it, man. That game, I just did not enjoy it. It was so tedious. But maybe you'll get farther than I did. I only played it for a couple hours, and I was just like, yeah, this is just not fun. But yeah. So once again, thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of the community, everybody. Like I said, should be a stream on Monday. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but we will figure it out then. So thanks again for watching. If you're watching on YouTube down the line, leave a comment and let me know you were here. And yeah, I think that's all I got. So friends, as always, I appreciate each and every one of you for being amazing. And stay wholesome, friends. Until next time.